Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For y'all who don't know who I am, my name is Honeybun and welcome. Today we are doing a story time. Now, this is the story time of me getting locked up to jail. I went to jail for a day, one day. And let me tell you, I might be big and all. I was scared, y'all. So let's just before we get started, like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Honeybun gang. Hit that bell notification so you know when a girl posts, and let's just jump right in. So for the ones who gonna think I'm lying, I got proof. Okay, I got proof. I got y'all. So basically, I'm not gonna get into too many details, but me and my mom had got into it, and let's just say I had to leave the house. So me and my ex were staying with her mama, and her mama didn't like the fact that we were gay, so she kicked us out. And I know we had gotten into an argument with her about something, and then she kicked us out. So we was on the street for like a little bit, and then we had went to, I know at some point we went to Florida, and then we went back to her mama's house, and then we were on the streets, and then from being on the streets we went to Massachusetts. Now I don't remember exactly how this all led up, but basically her best friend was like, y'all could stay with me. Like when you say that, I think you, not your mama, not your cousin, no, you. She was like, you can stay with me, just get a job, help us pay rent, blah 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 blah. Okay, so that happened. So we get on the Greyhound bus and we go all the way up there. It took us about a day and a half to get up there. Okay, so once we get there, they pick us up at the thing, and then she was like, y'all gonna stay with my mama. So we was like, whatever. So we go stay with her mama. Let me tell you, her mama's house is like, I don't want to post it, so I might find a. So basically, it's just like all these. It's like a house, but each like door was like a house, like your own spot. So when we had to go upstairs and we went to her door. So when you go in, you got like the living room, which was also her bedroom. You got a bathroom, and then you got the dining room and the kitchen. So our room was in the dining room where the refrigerator was. So it's like this little rectangle. Basically, all you could fit in there was a bed and the fridge. So it was our bed, the fridge, and the kitchen. So we were right there at the kitchen. So basically, it was all cool stuff, chilling. Went to go get groceries, went to the store together, and then her mom started like acting strange. We start like chilling, and she's trying to like leave me out of everything, like. And I know it's probably because she didn't know me, but I was like, whatever. So we had went to the store, and her mom was like, you're not gonna pay rent for her. She needs to pay for her own rent because my ex was paying the rent. So I was like, but if you're getting the same amount of money, why does it matter who's getting it? Am I right? Okay. So we had got home, and my ex was cooking. Keep in mind, she's a stud. So that's like the boy of the relationship, is what everybody sees it as. So she was cooking, and she goes, you need to get up off your butt. You need to be cooking and cleaning for her. You need to be the housewife if you want to be with her. Who finna be a housewife, baby? If I'm not pregnant, I ain't finna be no motherfucking housewife. I'm finna have a job. I'm finna pay my half of the bills. I'm finna cook and clean, and she finna cook and clean. Whoever I marry, don't. Ain't no housewife over here, boo. If I'm working, you working. If I'm cooking, you cooking. If I'm cleaning, you cleaning. We do it 50-50. This how this go. So I was like, but I don't. No, you need. And I'm trying to explain to her. Okay, I'm trying to explain to her. I'm sorry, my thoughts are everywhere. I'm trying to explain to her, like, We do everything 50-50. She was like, no, I don't care. You need to, in my house, you're going to be the housewife. So you could go in there and cook for her every morning, clean the room every morning, do this. You should be doing her laundry. I'm sorry. I understand we Hispanics were raised like that, some of us. But me, I was not. I was raised to be independent. So therefore, I'm going to independent myself and do stuff for myself, not for somebody else. Like, whatever. So that was one reason she did not like me, because I stand for what I stand for, not what other people think I should be doing. So y'all, my hair, like, one side's curly and one's like not so curly, and it's throwing me off. Okay, so one day we was all chilling, and the mom made food for everybody. Okay, and when I mean everybody, everybody but me. So she made food for my girlfriend at the time, her best friend, and her. And so she was like, her daughter was like, um, her daughter said something, and I don't know. We was all chilling and stuff, being cool, and the mom was like, "All right, I don't want to say my ex's name, but all right, I'm gonna call her Eminem. So come on, Eminem, come eat food, come get you a plate." And so she started sharing her food off her plate because we didn't really have food like that. We didn't have money like that. So what we would do is we would get food together and just share it like half and half. So her mom, her best friend's mom made her food and she split the plate with me. And she was like, "No, why are you doing that? She's grown, she could buy her own food." And she was like, "But that's my girlfriend, I'm gonna share with her." And so that night she was being real rude to me. So I told her daughter, I was like, "You need to get your mom, because for one, I've never done nothing but be nice to this lady, and she being mad rude. Like, we don't play these games. You ain't gonna be rude to me. I don't care who mama you is." So a couple days passed, and she's just complaining. And I knew something was up. So her best friend would always want to talk to my girlfriend at the time alone. And I was not having, I was like, nah, you're not finna do that, because I know she like you. And I kept telling my ex-girlfriend, I was like, she like you, she want to be with you. Watch. Anna's always right. Okay. So they go talk outside, and I come back. She's like, there you go, following her. She can never be by herself. Just to find out, not even the day it happened, but months after it happened, like after we broke up and everything, that the girl tried to kiss her. What did I say? Anna's always right. I know when somebody's cheating on me, and I know when somebody likes somebody. So I guess her best friend and her mama talked, and they was trying to get rid of me, like get me out of the picture. They was trying to break me up. Keep in mind, my ex's best friend was married to a man, so they was trying to get me out of the picture. Well, this one day, she was like trying to start stuff with us, and she was like, y'all could go, y'all like basically trying to kick us out. So I got my stuff and I go outside, and I said, I do not want to walk back in this house once we leave. So the cops get called. Okay, keep in mind, the cops been called 3 times this night. She was trying to say we was doing this, doing that, whatever. This lady's crazy, bro. This lady is crazy. So 3 times that night. Okay, I don't want to get too detailed into it, but the next morning, cops get called 2 more times. And the 3rd time they got called, I got arrested. Now, so I'm explaining to her what's going on, what's the situation, and that I'm trying to, how my girlfriend paid for us to stay there and all this stuff. And basically explaining the situation. And they're up there talking to her. All of a sudden, the cop was like, okay, well, here's the key. Y'all get back in the house, because she would not let us stay in the house by herself. He's like, if y'all paid, y'all finna stay here. So my ex is going around trying to open the door, and I'm trying to go around with her. All of a sudden, this female, white, and yes, I'm gonna say white. No, I'm not racist, but I need y'all to know what happened, because I am a mixed person. I'm half white, half Hispanic, so I never thought this would happen to me because I look more white. At least I think I do. So this white cop run up to me, pulls my arms behind my back, not even telling me what's going on. She was like, you're under arrest. And I'm asking her why. And I had to ask her 3 times for her to tell me, you're under arrest for domestic violence. I said, what? Let me tell you, I was pissed. I said, "What do you mean?" She was like, "She told me you hit her and you beat her up, and that's why all those." I said, "Bruises? Them bruises are from when we went to the hospital." I said, "I ain't never put it." And I started crying, bawling my eyes out. My ex was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! She ain't do nothing." Like, and we trying to tell her, cause they didn't question us. They didn't ask us what happened. They didn't even ask the daughter what happened. Nothing, nothing. And I got arrested. So I'm crying and I'm trying to explain. I said, "I'm God. I ain't never put my hands on this lady." And everybody who know me know I'm not like that. I got a big mouth, but I will never put my hands on somebody. So they put me in handcuffs, and then the guy come with a truck. Like, I'm gonna try to put a picture right here, and if I don't, I probably didn't have time to edit this. But basically, it's the white truck, van, whatever, and it's split down the middle. So females on one side, men on the other. So it's just me. They put me in, and I'm bawling my. I'm like, I don't want to go to jail. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, I never want to go to jail again. So once we get there, they took me into intake. So they took my photos, they made me take my hair out. And keep in mind, when you put your hair up in a bun, it's like just chilling. And so when you let it out, everything kind of just sways to the side. So I'm just like crying, and my hair's all over my face. And let me tell you, ain't nobody ain't never gonna see me like this. But basically, they took my pictures. And keep in mind, at this time, nobody was telling my ex anything. Like, my ex was completely clueless. She was pissed. She was trying to find me, figure out what to do, how to get me out, like all that. So they took my pictures, they took my fingerprints, and they put me in a cell by myself. And they're like, "Okay, you're gonna sit here, and then we're gonna move you to a cell." So they moved me to a cell, and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna be here for maybe a couple hours, and then they're gonna drive you to court." So I'm sitting there thinking, like, it's all these jail cells. Like, I guess this is where they hold you until, like, they figure out if you're gonna stay in jail or if you're gonna go to court and get out. Like, so I was in the jail by myself, and it was a metal bed, just the bed. Like, it was no mattress, no nothing. Like, you see in all these videos, it was just the metal part. And I had a blanket, and they had me paper towels for toilet paper, and then it was the metal toilet seat. I was holding in my pee. I was not into, no. Mm-mm. So I was crying, and the janitor was being nice, and the guy who was taking me from place to place was being real nice. He loosened up my handcuffs and, like, made sure I was comfortable, because he knew I ain't do nothing. So I was like, and so from intake, they took me and put me back in the van. And there was another guy this time. He was on the other side of me. I couldn't see him, but I could hear him. He was trying to get out of the van, and you could hear him trying to break out. Like, I was crying for my life. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was just real nervous, because I've never been in trouble like this before. So we go to the court, and they put me in a jail cell with three females. I was the fourth one. So the first girl got sick, and they took her. Sorry, I did not mean to freak out. They took her out because she was sick. One was pregnant, and one was just there. So it was a black girl and then a white girl. So the white girl got arrested because she said her boyfriend was like drug dealing and stuff, and he got him in trouble or something. They're both in jail or whatever at that time. So then the black girl was like, she had a restraining order for breaking her mama's car doors and breaking her dad's stuff. Like, her parents put a restraining order, her boyfriend, like, all this stuff. And I was like, well, see, I'm in here because it was on accident. I ain't do nothing. Like, I'm just like, and they looking at me like, girl, you gonna get out. You fine. So I'm over here crying. I'm like, I just want to see my girlfriend. Like, y'all, I thought I was in love, but no. I'm sorry if you see this. So, from there, we went to the court, and they would take you, like, little by little. So it was me and this man, and they had hella police with this man, which means he did something really bad. So it's just me. They put me in a cell by myself. Like, those isolation cells? That's what they put me in. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna lose it. The man next door was banging his head on the fucking wall. So finally, they took me into court, and I didn't say nothing. Like, I was sitting there listening. They were like, you're gonna be on probation, and you have a restraining order. You can't do this, you can't do that. And they gave me this paper, and it says I can't have no contact with the victim. I had to stay at least 100 feet away from her and stay away from her address. Well, I can't really show you the address because I don't wanna. But and then they gave me a PO. For y'all who don't know, PO, probation officer. But Yeah. So right here, they gave me a PO, and they were like, well, if you're homeless, it's going to be hard for you to do that. So they took my PO off. So basically, I talked to the people, and they're like, okay, well, you're going to have to report every day, blah, 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 for your PO. And I'm like, I can't do that because I'm homeless. They're like, okay, that's fine, whatever. So finally, they let me out. And he was like, you cannot be anywhere near her. You will be arrested again. So me and my ex had to go get our stuff. But basically, when I got out of jail, I was crying the whole time. But when I got out of jail, um, they were like, okay, just come back to court on this date. So me and my ex, she had to go to the house and get all our stuff. And so from there, we was on the street for a while. And if you in Massachusetts, you know Main Street is not the safest, or that area, in Worcester. So I mean in Worcester. I'm sorry, Worcester, Massachusetts. So we was homeless for a little bit, and finally to we went to this place, and they helped us get a bus ticket to. We went to this homeless shelter, and we stayed with them for like 3 days. They fed us and stuff, and it was actually really cool. But like every night, the cops were showing up because there was fights, there was drugs involved. Like it was just, I hate homeless shelters because of that. So from the homeless shelter, they gave us bus tickets to Boston. Once we got to Boston, we were supposed to go to this place, and they were supposed to help us get a bus ticket back to Georgia. Well, they didn't do that, so we were stuck in Boston, homeless, and we ran into a owner of a building, and he bought us breakfast, and he gave us some money, and some people helped us with some money, and then we ran into this couple, and you could smoke weed up there, so they let us hit there, and they left us some too. Thank you, Lord. But finally, we was just chilling one day. We had money for food because people gave us some. So we went into McDonald's, and we were finna eat. And some guy walks up to us, and he was, oh, no, no, no. It was this army man. He was homeless. And he was like, I know somebody who could help y'all out. They're giving out food and stuff. And people gave us food. So we were like, okay. So he went to go talk to his friend. His friend came back. He was like, hey, I just need some information from y'all, and I'm going to try to get y'all bus tickets to leave Boston or whatever. So the Greyhound station let us sleep inside because we were getting tickets, but it took 2 days. So they were like, you know what, we're gonna give y'all one more day, and then y'all gotta go. So we had to leave and look for the man, and finally the man got the tickets. So we got the tickets and we left, and I had a court date and I didn't show. I had called and I was like, I can't make it. I'm in Georgia. Like, there's no way for me to do it. So he talked and they got it changed to another court date. I couldn't make that either. So it just kept going on and on for a while. Finally, they were like, you pay $150 and then we're done. So I paid that $150 and I'm done. I don't know if I have a warrant out for my arrest for anything. I didn't go to jury duty, so, but I also let them know. So I could have I don't know. But that was my story time of me going to jail. Sorry, it was kind of lame, but like y'all want story times, I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm not gonna edit them because I feel like it's more real if you hear everything instead of me editing stuff out. But yeah, long story short, don't get in trouble, don't go to jail. I was a pussy, I cried. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie about it. So, but yeah, so thank you for watching. Go ahead and like this video, comment, let me know what other videos or story times you would like me to do. And yo girl, Honey Bun is out. And before I leave, hit that subscribe button to join the Honey Bun gang. And then now, yo girl is out.